wu yen ewo TV so na hwe ye wutie ye live ewo radio so me a abusiafo nsam na de bra mo na do so pa na yenka mo se wutie free Angel 102.9 FM ewo la pass abontren so a wutie biem ewo bono 107.5 FM so Angel 95.5 ewo Takrade Taste FM Okoforedua 90.9 afe Western FM 100.9 Darling 90.9 ewo Cape Coast Opemu 90.5 ewo Manso Antwokrum KFM 103.5 so ewo Techiman Cheers FM 100.5 Osunyai Angel 92.3 ewo Sunyai OFM 107.7 Obuase Angel 96.9 ewo Tamale Voice 93.9 Aguna Kwanta afe Republic 97.5 ewo Nkoko Fresh FM Okede Obo FM Wasankregwa Rejoice 101.7 ewo Mem Rabi 1 TV ewo Kumase Owas FM 107.3 enso ho afe Hames Radio 106.5 ewo Goso Ediya FM Adoma Hinkro Suban Pa 96.7 ewo Kumase Jingle 90.9 ewo Asante Mampong na bebia wo bia nso otie nka o radio na ben wuntra o TV nso bewa na wahwe yen sema yabo ano ede ba besomo no edoso pada Roma de edi mo akotini bi ene sem Finance Minister osofo a ohwo man yesika sem so ebiem o wo no ebiem na ebiem mini budget presentation no ananka wo so de koga na mra hye bedwafie no atwea sensen kakra sensen bi ewo ho apani no wa mepie mra hye bedwafie ene yebedi nkomo kakra wo ho na yebisa se aba ne saa no sunsu aso ebenya ewo aban adwuma yefo akatua ya bosumi mu ewo se wo mo nsaka no ebekọ sen
eni yebekọ akotie se mra hye bedwafie mu wa Simon we you say chairman Sabonsu eye Minister for Parliamentary Affairs wono an san mra hye bedwani e ma de hye wo soame wodi atudwa se NPP amanyokuo nka da biara da sa omo mpadwuma anaso omo nyadwuma sansem no omo nka bi da
amampani yato obayi na wo twen se wo beso afena mu na wasai His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edi atudwa na nasema waka nyina ne se eduru ba bia se de beya hospitals ahodo e won my Ghana mu ayarsabia ebebie mu no hyehyeye wo ho enu achi schools ahodo ye wo se ye bie mu no ene ye bi foforo no hyehyeye wo ho ye policy document no e wo san sisan kakra ebam e wo ne ye ho ne san poten ene wo pa kire nwumre obati bi
ena mra hye bedwafie mu hwa na yegusu ebutuo na Deputy Minority Chief Whip wono asan ye mra hye bedwani e ma de hye wo banda Ora Ahmed Ibrahim wodi atudwa se wono pa ni susuyem Alexander Afenyo Markins se ye kasa still onye edom ketwa no e ba no dani a o se obebo adwuma rough pa
afe mrahye bedwani a wato abama no a wono so twen so obekọ mrahye bedwafie wa Aguna West onwanyamfo Ernestina Dangbe wasi omanfo e woni mpesua no so no wo makwan atete se konte ba se nya kura na na bre so de o ye betwa so hwen
ene Ghana National Fire Service gbo amane se Jabrantama eto eye Kwashiman cluster of schools no omafiase ye nhwemu dendendenden ya no makwakodum no na ne nam so agya ne ba ye se ye yanomfo se ye hwana no ye bekọ na ye di odum jafo na kwakodim komo na sansem kro na ne fa baabi Ghana Police Service mrantie mienu de abani yesi we yakwachi we yaba ena obi di obi ka na police for modan ka wo de enete waso na bie wani mienu ni nyina video num ebeje wonsem
enu akire ne yede ani akire atwema tachiman arehosem ba ko asi ene se yakohu akwada keto abotofo akora yede ntoma akekere ne ho a obi ato na twene ball so ne yehwe akwada no de ama asam na akwakoye bibia ho kakra no ne se entoma na yede akekere akwada no eye kwada so SDA hospital entoma ene yede akekere no nti amansam na ye ne nkrofo peja nsem bi ka wo ho enwumre ye bedi hu nkomo ye bedomo sukoni ahwese efa hin ne kosi nsem bi ka we no ho ena abusuafo yatena se de som mo se Angel kase enwumre yi Tresom News eno no ye ne ayaje peni yatena se kwan enwumre ye me oba simma Serwaa Akoto mene
ama brako ampofo
Yani ati asimu na ye kono. Na ye kwa ni ye shase de afri Ghana mra hyebedwafie. Opani ono na etsi omampani anemu eye wosoafo a wo hye yesikasam so. Wono na boya konhoma. Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam ena nanka waso kopie mu wa Ghana mra hyebedwafie na wode mini budget statement ne kokoto mra hyebedwafo anim se de anim dada no Ghana fo nyina na ye chia wo mra hyebedwafie ho esan se ye nkɔ ho na ehosha nti ne yi anamusifo se wo nkɔ na wo nkɔ si anamu nti ye kire se wo mo ekɔ no wo mo ene Ghana fo nyina na ekɔ nti Ghana fo na ahia wo ne wo mo kɔ chia wa ama we dodge na we ni ye de etoso mienu eni ye to so a wato nsade afre osoafo a wo hwesikasam so finance minister so o mepie Ghana mra hyebedwafie a wa ama ni nyina ne ye se mra hyebedwafo agi wo ma home kakra na wo mo esa baaye esa beto asetena so enra ene na no ama asa kwaye nsempi di ama asemi akwaye bibia ho kra kakra se majority leader ya wo Ghana mra hyebedwafie Alexander Fenyomakins ene mra hyebedwafo bi a ye MPP amanyoko no mra hyebedwafo bi ya wo mo so hu hia power asetena mu bi a wo mo so ya hwehwe wo mo a sebe ye hu wo mo no amansam na ye ne nkrofo aka se ebi mo kira adwen bi a wo touchline ho bebrenu a kira adwen bi se adan nkrofo mabo mu tiri mu se wo mo ma no wo ma ama wo ma ye sete ana wo mo ye krokro da John defeat no enkuguo no ewie no eno na ama we nyina baba na na Ghana for draw no akira adwen pa na eno agira so ama mrahye a ogina mu ma anya so to mu abato mbesua sofo e wo mrahye bedwafie a wono susu gina mu ede ma majority leader bra setena no course so ene e wo parliament ho no eno ode tu dwa che se NPP mpanimfo a wo Ghana mrahye bedwafie wo mo eni ensem bi anansemfo a wo ntehwe e fa finance minister ba wa ama ne ho de etoso mienu opani ne ba bi o wo sese ya ye kase wo bi anim enti ne where about MPP mpanimfo a wo mrahye bedwafie so wo munim na sanchechiremu ya abeto dwai ama minority no wo ma nheda nti wo ho asekura se enchiremu se sense mumuni pa no no oni ho ne ebisa ma se yenim ba bi wo se how sasa ne aye nsemu ne na asema minority ne ka wo Ghana mrahye bedwafie nyina ene se wo mo bo aban a wote adwa so sesi enche na mamuo ni ba wie ye no so bo se wa hye dani da ho pa abo apaye ene wa ya wo mpese sebe empredia sasa budget presentation no ebetimi abaso eno ama minority chief we Pierre Kwame govern agboza e de tudwa a kire mu se wo kire se be ya yenhwese ebetimi aye ye niam ye wo Ghana mrahye bedwafie ene wodi so ede ama NPP amanyoko no empanimfo se sebe wo mo ne ya wo mo ye nsase NCCC na kwamu ye no ase wo mo frustrate empanimfo na wo mo mrahye bedwafie no ase defeat no nso ase asotro mienu agya wono mo ne anhane no ama ese ase MPP fo wo mo hu so mo kwa adwo ana wo mo kwa ta ena no achi nso wo mo eya ma afei abanya beba so no ase wo mo ye twintwa nanem emmoa enti ebeya empanifo edi MPP amanyoko nanim e wo mrahye bedwafie no hwe entoto wo mo ne emaye yentie yewra Kwame govern agboza.
This was a very simple matter. And I said that the leader, Honorable Chairman Sabonsu, actually gave a reason. Then this thing is getting into another level. I am so surprised. Today, the former running mate, maybe he's okay now. He's basically stabbing even the people on his side. The constitution of this country, at the moment, does not prevent Article 71 office holders from getting whatever is entitled to them. When President Mahama said when he becomes president, is President Mahama president today? So what is your business talking about the fact that you will not pay? You will not pay what, Mr. Speaker? It's a simple thing. Why is he telling us to close, Mr. Speaker? I just saw our colleague, the minister responsible for environment. The bill we have gone through is left with only third reading. In fact, you were in the chair when we passed it. For some reason, when we started this debate, I just saw our colleague leave the chamber again. If you brought a bill, you don't want to do it, all of a sudden, they have decided that you are still government. Mr. Speaker, this is still the government. And you are still responsible for carrying out your responsibilities until the 7th of January. Why are you deciding that you will not work? Why are you deciding not to work, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, even if they will not lay the bill, at conclave, it was decided that we will take the third reading of the Environmental Protection Bill and do the Ghana Boundary Condition, Boundary Commission bills. And the Honorable Chairman Sabuso and colleagues are ready to take this. So if the running mates have decided to check out of Parliament, he doesn't even want Parliament to work because he's going to enjoy the running mate statusship. He can actually leave us in the chamber to do parliamentary work. If you come to Parliament, you must work.
Ina sama wadi atu dwa enono de oti ni minority chief whip Yera Kwame Govern Agboja. Ai yesisa ne kana Agboja. Ena woka oti ne nka no na ye kwa maso aseminti na ya bonkomo kakra. Ye ne economist a osan ye senior research fellow Dr. George Dompre emonkomo fa ho Domfe yo. Dr. George Domfe. Doc oti yanka enjo kase suni wadaroma Majue.
Mini aba mejoso.
Ya da senso no bre anwumre yi. Opani anim sa de ekoso no sabi wani de akire bi ya wo hwe de ekoso. Ni mpre nuni a emrahye bedwafo kwa ahomegye mu kakra san ba ye reconvene ye wo ma frɛ finance minister eno mini budget statement e wo se ode ba ebeto mrahye bedwafo animu a entimi maaso. De ye bi sane se ehun sunsu aso ebetimi aba no eye de yin
yo mini aba ma mena wasina menchia atiefo nyina yo se de yen amamra ne chie no se ebribia no ye biwa afifufuru mu a asede se abaya otie adwaso no ode na mudi se mefa ekwa obefa so a obegye sika ya ife revenue generation ene ko obefa so sika awagye obedie se odekoto parliament no dekoto MPs ni nyina anim na omugye sansem no tumu ansa na ya che afifofo ase na ye sha afifofo ase a ekwa ya aba befa so agye sika ene ekwa ya aba befa so adi sika nyina na ya na emra etayechiri emra ntayechiri a aba ni ntimi eni sika bia emranta chia abanu so ntimi nya tumi bia elisika de bia de ya ojeje no etianam sa kwa no so ntino in the ordinary year no ya na ya enye abatu year no somewhere November October somewhere na abanu eco parliament na finance minister e de Akoto MPs ni nyina ni say afia yebisimu kwa ya nsese abaya so obefa so nye sikeni na ekwa so afa so obefa so disika nini na nini na echi no MPs no ebe finance minister akokasa ye na MPs no ebe future science mu na o magi atum wo mugi tum wi a na dema aba no tumi ama afia di ho no from 1st January to 31st December no o de sa amandra na MP for agi atum na budget no e de aye adwuma Mini aba ene na ye target kai say appropriation bill omo read budget ni wi a de tell chire ma aba tumi e ma otimi edisika no na de won say ekoba say afia ye to aba ne dia ya na emra ne say enam say wo abaya saadu ye de wote so no yenim say enye de a wona afia de ba no ubedi aba na ye beto no wona bedi kunum ama afia de ba no una obey government enunti no ya na amamano makwa say e be reading normal budget ama the present finance minister no de ekwaya aba be faso di sika enye sika e wa temu ni nyina de atugya no amamano makwa say na emu de amamano kan say yese busumi ni say dikai ewo afifufuru ya afi na abafofo no na de waba no finance minister Sabri no what is no ese otimi ede ekwaya abade faso edi sika ya refer 3-month expenditure in the first quarter from 1st January to 31st March no ese otimi ede ehu asem kokoto MPs nanim ema omuji tuma dia na oye ne say obehwehwe say busumi edika January February de tosume no March sika se na ababe hia odi betua adwumayefo ka what the ministries. Ama Abaya Juma or you na betimi akoso. For example, this is the capital Ministry of Interior. The police threat Juma all throughout the 3 months. Sikano is a bit Ministry of Attorney General, any justice ministry. Is a big call. So the Bay, I know me say I send be our court never consuede. Aye, Juma said the Bay, buy machinery, government machinery, the back of wire Jumantino. Yana, I'm rather say, radio budget can see a name as a finance minister, no timid call to just say for the next 3 months in the new year, no, January, February, March, no, I buy bed this because or the same a bit triage my forecast, or the same a bubble ministries in our by, or the baby, or the baby, no canning in our boma, not the Akoto MP for them. No Mujituma, let's just say, from 1st January go, you know, now I'm buying for now, Wabano, I'm when you to me, say, obit me a consolidated farm, Akoi says, Sikano de Edijuman. My main concept, the first 6 days, the Bayer, Abanda Dana or Tisono. And a bit this Edgeman. Now, from the 7th January through to the 31st March, you know, about 4 France, I believe the Wabano. Also, Sam Rana, finance minister, the Kotu, MPs in Bejatuno, a better Kutupa. I'm also to me, Ako consolidated Fanimu, Ako Yisika, at the Abomano Bra, copy 31st March. The Atieni. Enko do 31st March, and then about 4 front. No, what Timia and she say, come on. The finance minister, I say, I have new budget. Whatever to Ghana for winning through the MPs. Say, Mr. Amabe, I fear decay. Say, na a quarry and a mefaso minisca, the quarry and a mefaso had a midiscano. Now, and no, Abe, free April all the way to 31st December. Now,
not just a way a true definition of progressiveness in governance.
Hello.
Obani utimenka.
Yeah,
na make us a way a true definition of progressiveness in governance.
Yes, pa.
Na saban amemwo nto aso ye to aso nyese nchichemu bia o ba bia emfa won party or power but yenhwe se emprenu so ni finance minister ntimi nkoye emfa bibia nkonkoto dwam ye hu se bosome miense edi animu efri January February ne March said ya wu chire mu ino na December kura ye kwa wie ya pempe kwa wie ya ano no na ya se sika wo twade ama ministries ni ade na akatua sem hyehyemu bi eno no sa ontimi nkoye no ensunsu aso e be frɛ chire beba no ebi betimi aye sa akatua ho nsam no be yire kakra ana
mini aba no kwasem pa baba menka se December ya yewu mu idie budget na afrasa ye di tu dwa na ye 1st January to 31st December the December idie
amafo benya ska ko di brenya
and the budget that da no cover na se finance minister ko ba se bibi ntina wa ankwa kura na se ye nya budget mini ade bebeni from 1st January to 31st March no they will be vacuum vacuum ne se na wo chire mu se amamu ento aso na mase ntini say aba ne be brese obenye skade atua adwumayefo ka because consolidated fan nyese bia ofitia na wo kom say tumi krata bia ni ho a untimi enye order nti kobasa de bia de mehunu se bia the new president immediately oba appoint the ministers during January no amanten animanimu ya o ma budget jaso the Ako Parliament, Amayako Akoji atum. So when to me and Bibisa there, and ye bedru 31st, you know, January, February, March, you know.
That's the first quarter of 2025, no?
Exactly. About days about Benyesika, Eddie Juma, including a Juma 4, Aketu, me no Kasei, Maketu Yasem, a bit me, I bet me a fair too.
A bit me a fair too. Dog, yan is saying, a dear ne betimi ama ebinomo cansem obi a chere na dwen e ba ne say ya I am a kwine obi a so ka de o peso ka obi a ka de na dwen ye no wo wa ben wa memu emu e dear na emma finance minister twetwe ne nase dear ne betimi ama wa twetwe ne nase e wo sa statement we presentation no.
Yo, answer that member ho quickly. Me stress ya future kono mo dance ya na mo educate Mompe lawyer so na ono so me kasa say I'm economist. Na lawyer so mra me bia to bi wa abai wo president to be a friend executive powers. Ya utimi di ya ade bi yem fa lawyer bi ne hwese. Say so ekobasa na say finance minister no anko present budget na say consolidated fund no aba na new government need to me so obeyi sika free mu a say ni besie the executive order ajisika ama ye pia adwumayefo ka ma bibia akoso ana ya yo na ma memra quickly to the entire omoyesa no the entire omoyesa no Ghana yare hosem ema ya manyosem pa wo parliament ayehu from 1993 dia yehu ya kopem 1995 96 dia ba ye na wo hwesa atam nipa bia no wo omoye MPs any day kwaso mini bibia tia the current members of parliament but manyini kakra ya mani afri dipa from 1993 ba no ye parliament na yehu ye no through to today no me mafamu de ni mesusu mu no this is the weakest among all of them because parliament no ya na broni ka say yese omutimi dey coming into common agreement. Sometimes they have to for the sake of maturity, you know, you can disagree to agree or you can agree to disagree. Sometimes ese omutimi anoba benkrum omu se obia won a political interest baya na oma no hu hianti no eso mu kabo mu ye adwuma na parliament ye hu nyina no na san kabo mu no opa na de hu we ya de nyame no kwara ni aka on kakra because akwese nipa no mu koye no enye oma no no mu kodwene na emom omu dodo na adwene omu party sem nti de bere na nsen aka bel less than 2 months na parliament ebe wiye yes chenchina jise ebima beye minority about beye majority. Yeah, to me at that time na it was just unnecessary. So at time no enter be trouble. They say trouble among majority. 4 years in na mobile be less than 2 months no one majority na ye day. Bo abra we say majority na enkofa bibia ma and enkofa say sat na government su ewo bills papa bia na hu be hia pa wo hia se immediately no and kana parliament betra so ama wenye sika bibia ye niema bia e bia na nka omukra no campaign sam no etebema aba nanim abenyam sa tem the party in minority no share about we abro ama omu leader the speaker eboa efo so ema eniema ankoyi make us anya speaker anko the other side both sides of the I'm parliament minority majority omunyina kutahudie no ankwani mu
yo say doctor ahoma na atwene mu megidi pa se enkomo no ba bia na ye de fa ne hwa na doctor nso de afade amaye no ye be ko akire ne ye di nkomo ne yie san se wo se ye hwe na fei ye di nkomo fa mrem nso na ye hwe se de parliament nhyehyeye ene wo mo ne ma de abai da bia ye ka ye se BBC a na ye de asua de presidency nti edru ba bi na asem si a ne ahwe de asi pen na ye hu de be ka no enne nti de asi nei ye besua ho ade ye gusu a ye sua ho ade na aboa ma ebisi bie ma ye hunu kwan a ye befa so a ye betu ho anam hu sunsuaso ni nyina no ye bedi ho nkomo doc ye da se pa de ne kasa ye Dr. George Donfe wo ye economist wa ben wo sikasem mo en wo san ye hwehwemu ni a wa ben wo ye senior research fellow ene ne bonko moba ye ne Ghana fo bi nso kasai ema ye bisa wo mo se ya mrahye bedwam afre finance minister mprenuni a wonko ye no ede ya no wo mo susu se besie wo mo se o ene akatua ho nsem bayire December enye bi mo de bronya na bi mu ni mfili kura titiri aban dwuma ye fo ne sanse wo sa aban etua wo mo ka ye beka se enu ye layman's point of view sanse obi a asam ne to ho a enu sina ne ye gye ho nkyeremu no obi a be kire na dwen ye tie de Ghana fo bi nso eka efa we hu.
If the minister have not gone to do what he's supposed to do by law, they cannot pay. If they cannot pay, then the workers also should hold on. After this month, next month, there will be another government that will come, and there will be another minister who will that is to be done. Because I don't think they even have a budget that they have presented to Parliament yet for them to debate and even approve. So sometimes you have to balance things. It is the minister's duty. He's not doing it. So what are the workers also doing? They should call upon him to go and do the right thing. If they are sitting down waiting, how would they build the country? They have to call upon him to do the right thing. That is his duty. So the workers of Ghana, they have unions and co. What are they doing? They have to get up and speak and voice out. The minister is there to deliver according to the constitution. So if he cannot do what he wants, so if he's not going, what is holding him?
The bad thing said the government didn't make sure because on money, it's a train on money, no joy. The schedule be here, buying Sika Crabia, and it's all the parliament, not parliament. At the age to answer the trap, and he says, can I do it? Now they say, yes, the government takes from the budget and
Omunidi no monna adwem boni omutirimunti na omodwen se Kwadwo ontua omuka no aba na omanto ama no ninti no enti na omo feel say na Kwadwo ontua omuka no omunidi na omonna no betua omuka pepepe why onfo musika nko baabia na adenti na omo yam hwehwe omo say Kwadwo ontua omuka omo bone so omo daye omo guilt and there's some that I say Kwadwo ontua omuka Kwadwo there oye eja na yo oba time oba ya lawa flow bibia e kama ti obetua omuka dodo omo nda why nana do show boy adodan kwa Kwadwo onka so ontua workers ka dey so oba ya onye bida COVID time and ho chire no bibia mu otua workers ka ti ade no ontua obetua ma na broso nti we dey kasa tintin bia ne o se kasa tintin toponko obetua omuka papa the finance minister ne enko parliament house and no nche se ontua sika hakra wo obetua pa
ya Ghana phobia ya ne wo mudi nkomo na wo so akire wo madwen e de afa ho no enti interesting times ahead ye wo ha ye twen de besi bia na ye bema Ghana fo nyina ate ho asem bi ama but ye ka sika sem sika de ne be ma sika ya brante Angel 102.9 FM we enye Angel nko akura ABN Angel Broadcasting Network ni nyina ye networks ni nyina so ye hunu se ensu otonso fo mo odene enti ye mamu bronya ade ne se ye hyase kura ache 15th ne ye hyase December ye de bekwa wie ye 2nd January ntimi srawo entam so wo ye obi a opese uton oniema wakofa niema begu ho e wo se uton ne bronya ne kro bra ya tete bo ne so e de ama wo ye becho kakra bi ni abo ho dawura ma asofo a mo pese mo preachie bronya mu 31st night mo pese mo ye all night mo bibia opese wo ye no free 15th na etwa mu no be si be twemu abese ko 2nd January no Angel 102.9 FM Angel TV ABN nyina yesi bra ya tete bo no so fa la e de amaw we ye package a etwamu a gise nasie etika ho to mirika gigigigi na bibia wo ton bibia pesa wo ye bia ma mansante wo nka no bra ne yate bo no so ye bodon comedy amaw we ye obronya akyade mesra enya agro ne ye die ni abre eti mu amofrefra na mo kansem foforo no enye ho ho ye touchline na monam no ho nso otropa enti emfa ho wo bibia pesa oton sitro ni asofo no mo mra 31st night ne mo services amo ye a mo pese ye telecast mamo no yate bo no so enti mo mra ne enye mamo ye nton ade ne mawo bibi ni na panchiremu bi asembisa bi wo ho afre 059 8585 868 059 8585 868 ama
Yegusu amrashe bedwafie ma na no enenam so ma amrashe bedwani a ogiram e ma de hye wo so ame wono na ye so afo a wono okopie wo amrashe bedwafie ma ene oye boys prefect pa wo ho sanse wono a ene hwe etoto ne manyina eye minister for parliamentary affairs o say chairman sabonsu o say wo kan as su people ache Ghana fo nyina se ensem enkrofo keka e wo monten so ensem enenam social media se MPP amanyokuo a omo de omo wo mrahye bedwafim ayo madwen se omo be ma ban a yato aba ede ayi no eye NDC aban e ba be ye bare omadwuma ye ba be ye tare bare ede aboma omo ntimi ntwa omo konkra na omo de adane ho aye bibia o se chairman sabunsu se wo ka che Ghana fo nyina se nukre bi eni san semnim eye ntro nsem a nipa bi aheda kwotena baabi ayo mo dua broni se on be ka ede agu MPP anim ase o se nukre bi enim o se onkwate a ni titi ukra ne se ene Finance Minister Dr. Amin Adam went to me PM e wo mrahye bedwafiem wani ne yetoso mienu ehun komo e na menua ba se wakodi ye ya wo se sansem no e na NDC fo ne nam touchline e na omugbo omhwe wo ho e na omaheda e na omye nipa bonfo ompese Ghana fo bedi bronya January kra se de watententi ompese nkrofo ma beko school e ne March nso saa February saa eno e na o se mensa bosu se wo ka che Ghana fo nyina se sansem nukre bia enim na nukre wo mankasa ne se budget no omo prepare ni nyina wi a omo de beba na omo ye krado so omo de beba no se bibi ketua bi ebebo mu eno so we die ye nyanto boase na ye mmachire nhwe mu kama na ye nsan emfa emra o se opani ba ko na begira mrahye bedwafiem ena wo ka sansem ne ya ena ye bisa ne se ye hwana ena se mrahye bedwani ogire ma adehye wo asunafo south eye Ora Eric Opoku wano na begina mrahye bedwafiem a wo ka ne ya se ena MPP fo aye o madwen se omo betwe omaso pa o se nukre bi enim ye ni kan na ye ntie Ora Eric Opoku ne nsema wode trudwane e
president has ever avoided a critical duty like this in our nation. Presidents have lost elections, but they've performed their duties. It is the duty of President Nana Akufo-Addo to present that statement before this house. It is his duty. We approved the budget last November. The budget ends in December. The new government will be ushered in early January. So we need expenditure in advance of the budget to be able to pay salaries from January, February, March until a new budget is introduced into this house. This is the simple duty that the president must perform to the good people of Ghana. And the finance minister always performs this duty on behalf of the president. You recall, when the finance minister was not available to discharge this responsibility, we allowed the then majority leader, our able majority leader, to step in his shoes and perform that critical duty. And today, you are refuging in some excuses that we haven't heard before in this house. The finance minister is supposed to bring the documents and present in this house. The Speaker, the document, as you said, was even brought here before the conduct of the elections. It was brought here before the conduct of the elections. At the time, the leader was pleading that we should have business transacted on that. And then the House, with you participating, elected not to participate. So why do you turn around? No, I'm saying then, at the time, because of this quabble over who to occupy majority and who to occupy minority, you were not able to transact business. But the document had come here. So let it not be stated for the record that the ruling administration is failing in its duty. That is what I said. This morning, we have had one meeting in which he was supposed to participate. He couldn't be there for some obvious reasons, that he was working, was dealing with some aspects of the document. I don't know whether he's going to amend portions of it before presenting it to the House. Now, if these facts are not known to you, and you establish and cook your own rumor in the house and proceed from there to say that the government has decided not to do that, Mr. Speaker, that cannot be appropriate.
Say chairman Sabonsu or Swafa no Ukopia or Mashebe Firma, any or no a boys prefect or to Tonia Makama or no Siam Rashebe Jenny and my disha was swimming. Now, some Kroya or Mashebe Firma and a deputy minority whip. On one side, Mashebe Jenny, Ewa Banda, Ora Ahmed Ibrahim, Edia Trujasa no cre, Wano ene, or Redom Kakraka, a year MPP Amayo Kuno, Ewa Mashebe Jefima, and Chakra, I can the fuck to ebi. No makoye Edom Ketua, Nedom Ketua and the Cran, best in one, so Amakoye Dom Ketua Mudom Ketuano, was so no dear, Wapenia say MPP Amayo Kuno, Edom Ketua, or Mashebe Jefima, Amon farm sell leader. Alexander Afenyo Markin na odinchemu aba wachesa Alexander obo adwuma pa abrante wonim de lawyer ni wonim de na wasuade enso ekonanim o se ebeboa ama omampani ayeyi no eye JD mamamuo no ene bibia ba mrahye bedwafiem ni ebobo hu a na dwempo de beba no ebeboa pa o se wom se MPP amanyoko no abatwe wom nya ketekete mampore e o mrahye bedwafiem na nso Alexander Afenyo Markins eka ho a o se adwuma no ebekoyie e de amawom yentie owura Ahmed Ibrahim
military tactics. It is a football. You were defender, mode of play, and you were attacker. But no, or you attacker. Into the look about defense here, we lose. Into Ushe Nadiona, Tembiano, or you aggressive in attacking. They are not a referee. But when you are in government, you defend. Who defend it? Your main aim is resource. But no, or na referee say resource no. So he plays with that resource. Okay. And that is clearly why from July, Yedipusi man, he has not achieved any single resource. Into which, you say, who are by my own think who are not the but I say minority must have their say, majority must have their way. Into who are by moi, your main aim is your way and not your say. But I'm not saying any the chain win. Indeed, that is why I said he's good, a born opposition leader and not majority leader. Officially, say MPP should maintain him as a leader. Oh, clearly, it will do then. On the Nipa me no meet me I say Juma we amom. Or no any dominity or mona or meet me hold MPP front na mo. Clearly, as in opposition. As in opposition, the meeting was a deputy minority leader, and a cheiko. So automatically utility will bow a perfect moment. But I think you know what a born opposition leader. And I don't know unless he's hunted by his own ways or spirituality, it's not good to go and sit on this on the minority leadership. But meaning say we're eating humble pie. Right. Oh yeah, sure say I not being on that seat as a minority leader. Ebeboa John Mohammed's super majority to rule this country. In politics, in leadership, you need a recognized official opposition, a practical one, not just a dijon. You need we here Nepal be put on your toes. In governance, you know, say we need opposition. I am wow, and that is why I'm advocating. Say, or no, you're born opposition leader into momentum no. But he jump. Say within July or more than about. Clearly, he's not good for governance. But he's good for opposition.
Ibrahim, Deputy Minority Chief Whip, wano asan ye mrahye bedwani e wo banda. Eno achi ene ye boremu Yamani Boni Prince Jobwadi e boremu ena san ene Owura Alexander Akwesi Akwa wano eye Deputy Minister for Health. Ono asan ye mrahye bedwani e wo Akemodan eno bisa ne se enti boapayo pa ena dom kakraka ye MPP mu wa mrahye bedwafie maye madwen se buronya dia mbema aban adwuma efu adi ne fi January eno nko ade na fu abaduonum ene nam na February de ne dia betoa so na March de ne dia aba ene se ekom ena abema ku Ghana fo no se enye nokre na me ne minim no ma me nchirem ode nchirem sei ene bae
se be ye 3 months budget appropriation on account na ye wo mu nie government business ye de bae mo no a no wa bam na emu dodo na ye beboa mo ye choose and pick we mo be munye and ye mo see ye bisu wo power. And so we have to determine what we do and what will help us. So that's it. Into no sabe scared bit here on mine car abamu edwai for car no there here nyina. Then so there are other also more present businesses here here. Into no ye no omon kofo. Na ye nya adwuma wo ye nyina. No sabe no handi over mama na ehunu say adwuma na e ehihye ponso nyina. Oba ye nyina because na ye ba several times here be meet here. Omo ebesa wa ha ma chi ye our parliament ni ade nyina. Say na businesses here be o mama kwa me anye so that's it then you no tin na yeso ye bi on be chia kada bi ye de yeso ma ye kwan na government businesses e wo ho nyina no tax exemption and mo de keke ka hu na no ye nye na yetimi fa ko ye ni
we no mo betimi de one day we say 3 months operation bill mo betimi
o mi nyi ni se betimi de one day enya one day duma e bi a day or two and after it
so mo ntimi well I don't know as a parliament more what it takes to run if you want to pass this in a day is it possible?
Oh of course I know there yeah no we are masters of our rule it's no you bet me aye in such a way say you dim lasso yetimi aye
so na bo man enya trimu pose mo sheda because
no trimu bi ani babia o man ne nyina dia
Nda Kwesi Akwa, Deputy Minister for Health, ono asan Yemrashe Bedwani, ma de che wo Akemoda. Na me won se Facebook nkrofo comment wo, ebi bisa se Finance Minister oyare ana se watu kwan na ase nkrofo sika eya kapapa ebotom ebi se ne bag ne na ira na ya adu bia regina o se Finance Minister ne wen ene wasere asere na Kofi bedu enso bisa o se Finance Minister ne watu kwan ana ene ono so de sere aka ho Reverend Obapa Christine so ewa ha na Kofi bedu obi bisa se ne MP Ose Kwadwo opon nkruma wanti se wakasa wa mrashe bedwe fie mu da na wampi nso what is okasada ene nkrofo bisa pa nkrofo bisa se o mampi ase na nse wo mu hu se omo kasa na se omo mamrashe bedwe fie enti wampi hwabro ne so oni owi ni ye no wo de twobra na ye moni di ma na hwe se oba be bo adwuma asomo ana se wono so ba be ye ne yanom fo be ye bia ya wo matiko momkwe ma yente nka ewa ha.
This is Angel 102.9.
I was here for ya to answer no so na ya body ransom fufro emu a amampani Ghana to abade amano a ya twen so obesofne mu ehwaye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na akasa na nasema waka de afa kwane a yesi aban ayaresabia ene aban schools ahodo e my Ghana mu no wo se ono de obesusu a enka nhyehyeye no policy na ye de si suku adan no enka wono obesusu se beye se suku adan na wo ho no a esusua no ye bebie mu mom chance de wo ho na esusua no ye beja ne ho ne asa akosi fufura no susua afobo na ye nkumankuma si eba ne sa emoa ye ka bomu ne ye bie ba akom kese a na aboa na afa suku fo bebre enti wo se enhyehyeye no a ye gina so na ye de ebi asi suku adan ene ayaresabia no ye sesa no a ebeboa wo se ayaresabia so saa edu ba bi a aye wo se dada na wo ho no a ye kuma entimi fa ayaresafo ana ayarefo dodo no ana ye bebie mu no ne ye je no ho ne yakosi kuma bi wo ba bi foforo ne ye si kuma bi wo ha na ye nkumankuma ye ka bomu a na nka ebeye kese na age ayarefo bebre omampani a yato abama no His Excellency JDM na no okasa wo chema chese wo hwempotamu ahodo bi e wo Ghana ha no mo a bebre no a e wo hospitals bi no ma e ya asorefo de ya chese nso ni bi asisi bi e de ama wo mo enti ebeboa se aban no so edi ni sika wanya no wono so edi betimi aboa na nka otimi abie saa ayaresabia no mom na aboa na chance obekwa akogina baabie na ayaresabia enso na sisie no obeja ne ho no ono so akosi ne de pia twotwopo abisi baabi eba ne sa emoa na emomwane asore ne kabom na de asore na ye no aban so de ne de ka ho na obie mu a eno boa ema yaresa ekonkan woni nsem anyina atudwa ebra apostolic fathers cantonment ne wa cantonment office ho no wo mo eba besra no ene odi sansem tu dwa na ye se nyame nko a wo mo ya sofo ene ba ne ho ensra na omampani His Excellency JDM to nsem so no ene o se sei e wo se yɛhwɛ mission hospitals no and sorry hospitals no yɛbɛtumi abiebiem na yɛpɛgyam na ebi akɔ n'anim ebi wɔ hɔnom a health center yɛpɛgyam a na abɛyɛ bi a hospital ana yɛ clinic ana yɛpɛgyam na abɛyɛ hospital ebi wɔ hɔnom ebɛtumi akɔ n'anim akyɛn sɛ deɛ teɛ no a yɛmpɛgyam na muama ayaresa yɛde ma ɔmanfoɔ no emu ntimi mpi ɛnkyɛn sɛ wɔn ma ayaresa mpiampia ntwantwea no ne yɛsisi ayaresa bea bebree ɛnso deɛ ɛkɔ so no ɛwɔ ayaresa mu na yɛkumaa bi wei yɛ deɛ na wɔka na wɔka deɛ mi agenda 111 project no wɔsɛ eduru baabi a na ɛhyɛ dam wasa sanse eduru baabi a aban na wɔte adwa so deɛ a wayɛ no hospital bi wɔ hɔ a obetumi abiem no ɔgya asi hɔ na wakɔsi bi pia wɔ baabi wɔsɛ agenda 111 deɛ twia akɔ hɔ a wohu hwee ɛno nyinaa ka ho bi na wɔde saa nsɛm yi ɛto dwa yɛntie ɔmampani elect JDM.
One of the things I had indicated was that we needed to have a change of policy in terms of building public hospitals, and that in communities where you had a good operating mission hospital, rather than go and build another hospital to compete with it, we should spend the resources expanding the mission hospital so that it can provide the same quality healthcare that we expect. Unfortunately, in rolling out this Agenda 111, many places where there are mission hospitals, government has gone to plant a new hospital. And already the Ghana Health Service is overburdened. They are not able to manage the hospitals well because we don't have professional health administrators managing those hospitals. You know, you have clinical services, clinicians, and you have hospital administration and management. These are two completely separate fields. The fact that the person is a good surgeon doesn't mean he'll be a good manager of the hospital. So if you look at the two hospitals, the Christian Health Association of Ghana Hospitals and the Mission Hospitals, they are better run than the Ghana Health Service hospitals. But all of a sudden, we have another 80-something hospitals for Ghana Health Service to manage. I mean, what do you expect is going to happen? It's the same with schools. I mean, everybody is clamoring to go to the mission schools now because they are better managed. Everybody wants to go to Holy Child, Wesley Girls, and all those other schools. And so how we expand our partnership with the missions in terms of management of some of these facilities, instead of being in competition with the church and missions, we should rather be partnering with them, sometimes even handing over public schools to them to manage, so that they will be managed better, handing over public hospitals to them to manage, so that they will be managed better and reduce the burden that we have on their health services.
JDM Ekasawie ye no Apostolic Fathers yodi womanim kasa ye Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams wonwa ene ye founder and presiding Archbishop Action Chapel International one also can say
high expectation that everybody has and so we know that expectations have to be managed because you are a vessel that has come. I mean, these things that people say you've come to save, you've come to rescue, they should be very careful of that because you are a vessel in the hands of God. So they should stop saying that and pray for you rather that God can use you to execute the mandate that the people of this country have entrusted into your hands. I know it's a difficult challenge, and I remember that when we talked 2016, I had mentioned to you what I felt prophetically, that you have to leave, and at the right time you come again. And 2020, we met again with Honorable Elvis in my office, and I said to you that, Mr. President, you are not coming now, you will come after 2020. So when 2020 ended, I was very confident, irrespective of whatever anybody said, that it was your time to come back to fulfill mandate and to finish your unfinished business. And I believe that by God's grace, who preserved you, kept you alive, and you didn't die, and you lived, and you are still here, will guide you.
And yampim so na yankwa yanime. Equate the Rise for Change for Economic Growth. Now, omo dia to just say NDC supporters ma omani na hopa. Sanse na nsen Oma tete say nkrofo bi ena we numa boyra office we ena we numa boyra nkrofo fie ekwaye basa ho na bi koria fertilizer na bi etweja e de two offices mu eno na om de atodwa se nokra bi ani sa ensem nim na om ka nyina ne se om ye NDC supporters a ne om ye nyina ne se omani da ho omani eda ho nyina ne se omahunu nso se NPP amanyokuo no emu mpanifo ni bi ene yato abade atia ene obeto honorable ware no honorable nim se ware na anhwe yi a ene e ma na yedi bedi nachi anase ye beso ne peche akogina court ntino okono no asesa nkrata no na ene ono abo apa no etweja de atum enye sanso a na se nkrata no re no beri a na ware wa mene e de agunmu na no na ne wode atodwa se no krebi ani sansem nim eso mo na ate asi emonten so ye basabasa ene ya ene o friends am twofo nhyiam e okokomemre eye freedom center eho ena chair ema arise for change for economic growth ora dauda seidu mahama idrisu editu just say or say coordinating directors ni nyina so obi ama nani na ho eno achi MMDCs ni nyina obi ama nani na ho no obi biara waye na adwen say wo berin krata anankrata ono boapa betweja de atum owi anu akase ene NDC fo ena ebetweja atum NDC fo na ba me fie ebeye basabasa ye ohon oso mani di sankrofo no echi na yenti owura dauda sedu ensem odi tudwai ena wasan ede adesede atu edwase wosre pa wosre ne ekoso no de enye yenuanu ma edi dem ni bi wo hokra sebi na nkrofo kwa omdo omusa kokeka o se ebi wo ho a ene oma ne di akire kohwe pa sanse Ghana yenyina ye sika ena yede ebo ye ho bra na beba ne se di a na ese wo hwe na wodi akire yensa kan na ye bebo amatiefo ne ahwefo nyina atibi
miankamfo ma droba fo nyina se go super xp ne ho enti ya to bi fagu okam ena boa maka ne ye smooth the cool engine ne kama na wakwa bantem wonim se go nso so de wo mo na wo mo fu obo efo wo mo so ena e papa no enti uhu ba bi ebi wa aya na wa bo break ho no waje ode eno ano no in the service of the nation eye goil yeni aye die mu ano no ba bi ankrabata obi ahwehwe wo mo good energy yeah die ninti so aya na waje go tickles no so ho baby diapers no wipes no baby baby aye ton enkwada ho ne ma bia na waje akwada no ye de hye no se de wo hye pioto no ye fa mo no se de obo diaper da bi enti obi abetimi de ahye no etimi enunum bibia bi Kofi be se drunkard onum sa wo meda enti akwada no ja nan wo wiwi opupu ni nyina ebekom kama owi ana de wipe no apepa ne to ho kama owi ana de fofra san hye no na ekro no na wanya ofa ho dia ye wade se oba tan fra 0533733030 ana 0594511899 na Novus Industries and Trading Limited dudu obi a wo pe no won famro yenkoye ni mu Emrashe bedwani omanfo awo Aguna West ato abama no afi mu se onkosi wo manemu eyon munyamfo Ernestina ofori dagbe na yema me dangbe asema odi atudwa kire se adrobafo awo Aguna West nyina nka wo makoma ento wo yem esanse akwanya atete aseye se kontebe wo mo pa ho a wo hunu wasene mu akwanya enya akwatanta akwafon no na bre so nye wontimi so you can't do that now obaye ni nyina kama de ama wo mamma unu se ampa bibia beko yie se ya wo mbeka se afo beko ntimi nye MPA kwan na no no de atodwa kire Aguna Westfo wo makwan nye wo se MP nye kwan so obehwe se akwan no wo mbeye ne fine e de ama wo mo ma me Ernestina ofori dangbe en wo de ato so biemu se why member of parliament ayato abama no Aguna West enti wo behwe pa sa kwan na ye betimi apagya mu de atete no ye be ye ne ye de ani ho nso ye be ye na bibia akonkan ye ntie no
amudi ho da se the NDC de yen na ye ba Aguna West ye mampuntuduma eba ye hwema akwan eye kama bibia atoto na kwan eno ntimi nuano ma driver fo monka makomantum ye mate eda me behia mo mani je maso mudi hu dase de NDC just 4 years na kura no mode mayen na ye de ye nuoma papa e wa Aguna West anti monka makomantum ye makwan no Oba party na mijina he me lobby na ma hye ma wa ye kwan no e di ama mo. Ti kan wa kuma to yem. Wa ba na nsai no aba we mese ebeto atwode na nso ebenya ho ne omapa na wankasa edi ho dase. Next election obi nkan sure that to wa ba farmer oba party na ene NDC aman yoku.
Okay. Na wani ansa ncheni na nakodwa asare ena na edi nkommo ena osan de to dwa biemu se emma ye adwadifo monka makoma ntomo yam na Women Development Bank a NDC abanya ebai ede ba no wombenya somfa so pa
we ye bosha me de share ye nuanom a wowo aguna memo hanom aguna West constituency to be precise enu nti no wonjimindi Women's Development Bank in Michelle Mobono, Oreba, Life and Khaled. Abebwa ye and man na ye digwatitru. Na yensu ye hu ahehare ye.
Sinin ke wono enna bato akọ so na anu ya. Omanfo e wa aguna West abato mpesu aso ato oba ma ne se onkosi wo manan e wo Ghana mra hyebedwa fie ono abonesi na ofori dangbe ama
yenkwa ya chitew na yenkotie owura eye Dauda Seidu Mahama Idrisu a ene odi atodwa se NDC echitafo nyina momamani na ho esanso o ma yenhwehwemu kakra ehunu se MPP fo na yeto abama onwabo ware fo no dodo na afiase renkrata enum so ogu so mmene e de to omyema ebinum so afiase etwa eja e de to nkraten owia no akase NDC fo na abam so yenti owura Dauda nsem ni bi
ko na omuni coordinating director owo ho no enkoye hand to hand omunkoye adwuma mbomu efise yahu se coordinating directors no be MPP sympathizers eti omono try aboa ama omo aye de ben omo cover up sa so de yensi bi o be kaya 2008 mema fi bi no nkoso but essence NDC yetna hwe han no ntino atame so buy or say father for all e mo cover up na Akufo-Addo ni campaign na oye owe ni wieye no na oka na NDC for se mo say MPP ye corrupt to adentina mba ye hwan na mutumi jeli no hwan na mutumi ye say if we sad there enti ye ntwe masase no ensansi bio eti omo
Owura Dauda Seidu Mahama Idrisu mayempim so na yenko ensemfofrom Ghana Police Service ani abresa krodom pa atiegum eyenhwehwemu mapa e dia faja brantam eto Kwashiman cluster of schools enewie ya awia ye prem to breka se bo ne bo amane se eja brantam ayiniti wo ho a ene schoolfo ne ne bag bo ne che wo kofie ne wo su ne wo tiem ene wo bia Ghana National Fire Service dimikantente ekopie ewo ho ekoye nhwehwemu kohwe se eja no den ne baaye na ne nyina na omo che se eho ena ye de ballot boxes ni bi kogu ye ya Blekumanov constituency ballot boxes ni nyina gu enti ene eja brantam no ena ya hye nkrata ni nyina na Ghana de se bi yensu enyansa da yempem nko yanim da yakohia hye nkwala ne classroom no enyina na eno na nam soma director of education onom ewo Blekumanov municipality ora Ebenezer Ofori yene ni di nkomo ne ebisa ne se eden no hu ye anadwo ne gya ne to ho eya nopa eya wia enkwala no obi apra eden niema potin na asai na odinchemu sei ene ba
video
Who named the cause of the fire?
Now, more less than now, quality or quality center. Not a assembly the amount of ballot boxes now. I have so another center. Don't make it to ballot boxes or a library. Now, made a man in the center. We should go about the boxes now
of education Emma Blekumanov municipality ora Ebenezer Ofori na mayenkwa homaswe na yene Ghana Fire Service we Greater Accra Fire Service PRO eye ADO1 Alex Nate enkwodi nkomo brapani mame mo adwo megiri se bibia abokode ora Alex Nate wotemenka
That's what I'm saying.
Medase afi edem. Mijiri se baby awon bibi aboko de.
Nyame adum ni yehwefo.
Mami mi se eje to Kwashima cluster of schools no fire service from na mukodu minim se wuko bia munishi assessment den na muhu ye.
Enti no me chacha mu motifu na me wo ho. Me wo ho no fitia o machi na efi obefo okro ka o machi na yekodu no na yehun se ija no anu ye din. Na ija na ija no ye din no na ebehia se you see here it's a fire tend the free your headquarters any circle no omo ba be boy if you ija no enya tem ketwa na yekodu yehun se eye three-story building I just say I see any library library you know and one now almost side the electoral materials ballot boxes no akogu no in the university never means and a cabo more a major share but a heat a show inframa and fuel you be a mission you can fuel na ballot library no see enough fuel and also if say boxes rubber ballot papers so see papers in a library internet say jano also jano esha inti ejano edin inti ko wi echi no na ballot box me ballot papers nje na nyina no ahidwebe na ade esaya ho system say sakohwe dan echi no na obi ahyeda abmo ballot bibria no awako page atum inti na ababe ho system inti no na ama ya adwene say ebia na akwakoye tin paboni bi na osheda no pa ija tu nti no investigation na ye be ye no ye bomodin ahwe bibia ahwe say ya dia nipa na sheda page na say ye say ebia wrong wiring na say any other factor ntenya dia ye really bibia out but initial assessment they agent say ebia na nipa paboni food na kopa ija tu
Edio one mame na wasena yemfansi amunishi assessment ntino me how adwin bebre ye ni di akire ye behwe bebe asem we be kwakosi ye da se bebre
meshim na masipa
ADO1 Alex Nate Greater Accra Regional Fire Service PR wono na ye ni di nkomo na yegusu ejina fire service eni aposifo ensensem police officer ye constable Amegablem Emmanuel enene ene de atro na enyasam ketua kra woni ne superior bi de aboni wo ho a enyasam ketua ni nyina ne se owura constable Emmanuel yi wakwakwche papa bi a yesusu se papa na ewo mfinhia edwosia 60 years oye civilian eye Jacob Tenge na Jacob Tenge boni a waye nyina ne se obi abeka che eye constable Emmanuel se wode ne ka na police ni se wakwache no ochi no eja ode ne be hye cells ena wa lock no ena wa tusafo ande hye ne botom ena tipa wa pie ko na no ena eye ni station officer te ye pe no se na police da be ne ye start ko dan ka ekwagichi nkrofo sika wakwachi papa pani edna ba be hye cells wo bienu no nko ewa wonim ba bia mi fi wonim your family Ghana Police Service who be you and your bonadwen kire na adwen pa enye asem ketwa na mayenko ne yenkotie sede ensem na nkasa ene eti na bra behwe video no betie wasomasem
I'm taking certificate. Who do your entry? You should video. Solution. You should one of them. 6 months. I cannot be a civil issue. You live on my gum, Jimmy. My friend commander grab on a man. Friend, I want anything that who in a man may struggle. Who in a man may struggle. That's our hat. You respect you. Sir, but you don't say we are one. You know, I can. No, that was it. No, I don't like it. Entries, that's simple. What is your problem? Entries. I'm taking certificate. Who do your entry? And I'll be the minimum answer now. Take it. We'll be the minimum answer. Do that video. Then you send it to coupon. Oh, that's your phone. No. 1 hour a year. Do the entries. What is your problem? They say do entries. Simple.
charge office wakwache papa no 60 years
odi obika
ena wabe tisode na be cells ena ni make say wabre ena senior officer station officer obi ama ne hint say the senior obai no be bisa asem nim ena so there be police for your 9 kasa enti your entries
we kura your civil case
enti jai no ena abra ko apai ena ne boss ne kuno se enti ahakra ne se padlock tinchinacha owo papa ne kama papa ne kopem dan ane oso unim ni ofa mi police unim di ode me bae enya sam ketra se wa
mami police kura so ni mu agya
oh no bagawaya
minima sem okọ area okoche papa no odwa nanum kan se o kan sem party e ba beto se
wagya no dia na se asem kese asem kese na esi ewo ho na mame nyina we so mfa aseda ma Venus roofing sheet na ye kọ akwa ene mega 6 na ye krado kra Venus roofing sheet o se ene odan no obebo so kama pa soft lock modern self lock or aero tiles industrial deep trough or sip tile or ceiling and wall joint ni nyina ebi wo ho a wodan no pacho ye bebo so kama edi ama ye pe distributing agent ye pe building contractors real estate developers churches institutions and individuals asokore mampon e wasante mantem obehu yen opposite trade winds company offer 0501549796 and 0501549797 ye bejo so ye gina we so agu yenum nsuo kakra ye beba sisia.
We asked the children, how many of you brushed this morning? And this little boy, his hand didn't go up. And I said, well, why didn't you brush this morning? He said, my brother was using the toothbrush. If I'd waited for him, I would have been late for school. I'm sorry, I get a bit emotional when it comes to that. To be able to change a child's life, to be able to bring back that confidence about their smile, for me, is phenomenal.
This advert is FDA approved.
When me be adwin say said na yesi dan kane no ene yenye ne sabi efiewurafo adensifo ene contractors nyina e de Venus Phonics investment and chancing ene bodan so esan se eye papa ensuronsuo ana ensuro awia se wo de bo dan so a e madan ne mu yenwunu na efie ne di mu a wonya sunsunsanso bia ye wo long span ana short span roofing sheets ye wo qualified engineers a omode modern technology ena edijuma eno ti said ye weda ne tie bia se ye roofing sheets na ebo dan so a onyan sunsuanso bia ye wo aluminium and alloy coils self lock and MSL profile sheets IBR profile sheets IDT profile sheets step tile glazed sheets roofing accessories nyina so ubenya bi ewo ya so ye sign wo light steel